so excited. Thank you. If it is your first time for visiting DonitaRose.com, thank you so much for joining us. And if you haven't seen any of my previous videos, do click on them later on after you watch this, okay? Today is a very, very special day for me because this is the actual first video for the serious launch of my website, okay? And partnering with me on this project is none other than FlyAce Corporation, because I am, you are looking at, the brand ambassador of Jolly Heartmate Canola Oil. Yay! Applause, applause. This is a project that I have been dreaming about creating for like 4 years already. Actually, the spot that you're standing in right now is the very spot where I stood in school whenever my instructor would do his demonstrations. So I feel like I've come full circle because I am now the one doing the instructing here. Yes, yes, and I know I'm paying all of you for this, but it doesn't matter. So the main course that I'm making today is going to be chicken adobo with what we call achara on the side. It's actually like a pickled vegetable, pickled green papaya vegetable that kind of is a staple side dish of Filipinos. But for the meantime, we always have to start with the dish or product that is going to take the longest. So I am going to be making a dessert made of lotus. Okay, so there's two products here. We've got the Lotus Biscoff cookies, and then we also have the spread. So these are going to be like the main ingredients of our dessert. Okay, we're going to start off with our Biscoff bread. The recipe is made for a bread machine. So since most people don't have a bread machine, for the love of all of you watching, I'm going to do this by hand. So the ingredients, we have 2 eggs here. We have 3 tablespoons of melted butter or oil, 400 grams of bread flour, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, 150 grams of crushed Lotus Biscoff biscuits, 7 grams of instant yeast, 300 milliliters of milk, and later on we'll be topping it with a little bit of extra milk and flaked almonds. So mix that all in there. So we start with dry ingredients first, then we mix the wet ingredients before we put them all together and knead it. After we finish this up, we're going to let it rest a little bit so that it can do the fermentation process. And to further explain the fermentation process, let me call on my assistant, Dave. Ding! So Dave, explain to them the fermentation process.
Basically, it's to ferment the yeast.
Oy, gusto mong isulat natin? Gusto mong isulat? So Dave, what is the fermentation process?
Fermentation is allowing the yeast to react with sugar and starch to produce the carbon dioxide and alcohol.
Yay! Yay! What we're doing now is we're not actually kneading it anymore. We are just expelling the gas. We're just letting out all the extra gas. And then we're going to roll it up. And we're going to shape or mold them in the pans. Okay, so we throw it in here, even it out a little bit, let it rest for 30 minutes, and then I'm going to throw a little wet towel over it just to let it give it some moisture before it rises, and then we're going to throw it in the oven, okay? All right, so now I'm taking a wet towel and I'm wrapping it around it before I bring it out back in the sun to rest for another 15 minutes. Okay, so once I take it outside, we're going to work on our chicken adobo. I'm so excited because it's exactly how it looks in the book. We're going to put our cookie butter or Biscoff on the plate. Okay, so there it is, the final product. We have our Biscoff bread with our Lotus Biscoff Crunchy and Lotus Biscoff biscuits. If you would like to try this delicious recipe at home, you can buy the Lotus spread at 260 pesos and the 125 gram pack of Biscoff cookies at 55 pesos. You can find these at all major department stores. All right, we started off with our dessert earlier, and now we're going on to the main course, which is a chicken adobo with omelet and achara or pickled vegetables. So let me give you the breakdown of ingredients. We have 500 grams of our chicken breast, 500 grams of rice, 30 grams of garlic, 30 grams of spring onion, 1 bell pepper, 20 grams of shallots, 50 grams of red onion, 20 grams of heavy cream, 20 grams of albumin powder, 3 grams of bay leaf, 115 grams of soy sauce, 100 grams of apple cider vinegar, or it could also be coconut vinegar, 3 grams of black peppercorns, 1 bird's eye chili, 2 eggs, already prepared pickled vegetables, and last but not least, 50 grams of Jolly Heart-Made canola oil. Jolly Heart-Made canola oil is available in all major supermarkets nationwide and is priced at 109 pesos and 50 centavos for a 1-liter bottle. So, with that, let's get started. Okay, we're gonna do this in 2 parts. The first part is the egg omelet, then we're gonna go on to the adobo and the rice, and then we're gonna put it together, okay? I got myself 2 eggs plus 1 extra egg yolk to make the omelet extra yellow. And we're gonna add a couple of drops of truffled oil. And then we will add the silicone. So I put a little bit of oil inside the pan and I'm adding the silicone in there. So when I add the egg into the pan, the egg is not going to seep underneath because the oil is trapping the air. I'm just gonna get the cover and then I'm gonna go throw it on the oven. We're gonna throw it here in the oven at 350 degrees for about 5 or 6 minutes. So we are going to start making our adobo. So we have a little bit of oil that we're gonna add to the pan once it heats up. We're gonna cut up our chicken. Okay, now we're gonna finish up on our adobo. So once this is reduced, what we're gonna do is we're gonna remove the bay leaf. And if you could take out some of the peppercorns, that would be good because it's just too much if you bite into a peppercorn. Then I'm gonna take the chicken and I'm gonna flake it. I'm gonna turn on the heat again, and then I'm gonna return the flaked chicken to the pan. And this is really, really super delicious. I can't wait. I'm gonna roll it over, and then you can tilt it this way. you have it. This is our chicken adobo with truffled omelette. You too can make this chicken adobo with truffled omelette recipe at 50 pesos per serving.